Terrorist attacks transformed New York City and its skyline forever by leaving a huge emptiness in lower Manhattan. It was a matter of time before a new World Trade Center complex would replace once remarkable twins. Today, even 20 years later, and with constructed One World Trade Center, completion date for the entire site is 2037, which is 35 years after the work started, says the complex owner Larry Silverstein, who fears he wouldn't be alive anymore by then. However, during early rebuilding plans, numerous scrapped projects from 2000 show how future complex could have looked like. Unlucky Larry Silverstein bought entire complex 2 months before being destroyed. He couldn't receive insurance benefits from the attacks unless he rebuilt all the enormous office space that had been destroyed. This was the reason why rebuilding this site was rushed by rendering 50 concepts already by January 2002. Partnership was created between Lower Manhattan Development Corporation to oversee entire process, Port Authority that once owned the complex, Larry Silverstein, and selected site's architects. Roughly 5,000 New Yorkers that were asked for their personal opinion stated how all the concepts were poor. People of New York City imagined 2 scenarios. One was to rebuild the World Trade Center exactly as it was before 9/11. The other was to turn the entire site into memorial. After some debate, 7 architectural groups were commissioned by the organization to restore the Manhattan skyline. 4 groups proposed rebuilding the Twin Towers. Most highlighted Twin Towers 2 plan would have featured almost identical towers to the original, this time sponsored by 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump.
What I want to see built is the World Trade Center stronger, and that's what everybody wants.
New towers design would feature heavier columns and better structural support than the original, and also larger windows and improved fireproofing. 2 towers would be 112 stories tall. Underneath the towers, 2 5-story memorials would occupy the original footprints where Twin Towers once stood. These memorials were planned to be made out of original steel of the collapsed towers and replicated steel. However, proposed Twin Towers designs were rejected after Pink Team's design and Daniel Lipskin's Memory Foundation design were selected as 2 finalists. Memory Foundations won the competition. But choosing design was met with much disapproval, as well as changing the name from Freedom Tower to One World Trade Center. Lipskin's original proposal underwent extensive revisions over the time. Original World Trade Center featured a restaurant called Windows on the World that housed the most prestigious wine school in America. None of these attractions were rebuilt, including the outdoor observation deck. Donald Trump commented, "It's a disgusting design that we're gonna have to live for many years in New York. I wanted to see World Trade Center stronger and maybe a story taller, and that's what everybody wants. If we build this pile of junk, the terrorists win. But if we rebuild the World Trade Center, we win." Team Twin Towers, along with some other groups, were trying to alter the reconstruction plans of the Lipskins proposal. Team Twin Towers said, "As long as we haven't started digging a hole in the ground, there's a room for discussion." In 2005, publicity for the project Twin Towers 2 increased. Former borough president of the Bronx, Fernando Ferrer, said that it's very interesting and should be considered. Greg Manning, who worked in the original towers, supported the project along with many other workers. But in April 2006, construction of the Freedom Tower started, which totally jeopardized the Twin Towers 2 plan. Freedom Tower improved on all the lacking safety measures of destroyed towers by being built upon a 56 meters tall windowless concrete base designed to protect it from truck bombs. It has a concrete wall 1 meter thick within the steel frame known as Stronger Ever Mixed. One World Trade Center is also protected from the outside by hundreds of police officers. Visitors and vehicles are screened, and NYPD could now easily destroy an airplane out of the sky. National September 11 Memorial and Museum was constructed at the former location of the Twin Towers. Last being destroyed, 7 World Trade Center was first completed in 2006. 5 World Trade Center estimated completion is in 2028. 4 World Trade Center along with 1 World Trade was completed in 2013. 3rd building in 2018, and there are still no informations what will replace the 6th building, but the 2nd World Trade Center is still going through some rough changes. Originally was designed by Foster and Partners in 2006, then redesigned by Bjork Angels Group, and now finally being given back to Foster and Partners, who redesigned the original concept recently. Honestly, these guys would still be making decisions when sea level rise in New York City. If they went with Twin Towers 2 plan, the complex would have been already finished, as everything was on the table. Perhaps building a second Freedom Tower could be a perfect idea, that way by making them twins. Second tower could have an open observation deck just like the original tower did, and this way everybody in some way gets what they want. Honestly, nothing can possibly replace the original World Trade Center, and everybody knows that. Thanks for dropping by.